Hello, I'm Hugh Jass, your Democratic nominee for the 2012 presidential election. First of all, I'd like to tell you a little something about myself. I graduated as valedictorian from UCLA in '64. Then I moved on to serve the military to do something patriotic for my country. While in the military, I served as commander in the Navy, and then I moved on to serve as a consultant for the National Guard from '70 to '76. From there, I wanted to become more involved in politics, so I worked my way up the ladder and I served as a consultant for the vice president from '88 to '92. That's me, Hugh Jass. Next, I'd like to discuss some important issues that have seemed to divide our country within the past few years, such as immigration. Now, in regards to immigration, we do not want a huge second-class population to take over the workforce, because this would eliminate many jobs for American citizens that have already been here since birth. However, we feel that immigrants should have the right to become eligible to be a citizen through background checks, so they could therefore help pay with tax dollars and help our economy as a general. In addition, I believe that we need to punish companies and organizations that are trying to excommunicate immigrants, for I feel that this is morally wrong and is corrupt for people to exploit such workers. So as a general, we want immigrants to help improve our economy and nation, but only through due process and through certain background checks that makes them eligible to be an American citizen. Now, in regards to energy, I feel that in order to become a stronger America, we need to lessen our dependence on foreign oil. With the less dependence on foreign oil, we will begin to eliminate oil subsidies, and we will be able to make oil more affordable for American citizens. Now, as a nation, we need to take a few steps forward in order to sustain our energy. Ways we can do this is such as harnessing natural energy through the sun, wind, and water. Also, we need to invest more money into hydrogen energy, as it is a new technique and can be very affordable. Lastly, I believe that we need to continue to build more nuclear power plants in order to sustain energy. Now, as it is very important that we move forward with energy, it is imperative that we slow the destruction of our planet. I believe that it is the duty of all Americans to look into more fuel-efficient ways of transportation and other means of energy sources, such as fluorescent light bulbs in house, replacing the old, more insufficient ones. With small steps like these, we will be able to slow the destruction of our planet. Next, I'd like to address gay rights. To be clear, I am fully in support of gay and lesbian families, as they are no different than you and I. Now, I do believe that marriage should still be on the state level, and if gay couples want to have the formal arrangement that marriage allows, then they should be allowed to. Now, being a Democrat from California, I am fully aware of the different viewpoints that there are towards marijuana and its legalization. I do not support the legalization of marijuana, nor I never will. Studies have proven this to be a gateway drug amongst our youth, and those that do dabble with it among the years of 14 to 18 are more than likely to use other drugs that will be substantial to their death. There is no benefits to marijuana. They will only increase our taxes and destroy our youth's upbringing. The legalization of marijuana will only be costly. With tax issues being such a high problem in this nation, we do not need an illegal substance to add to their prices. Finally, I'd like to cover healthcare. I am for healthcare and believe that every citizen has the right to affordable health insurance. Now, in the past, Bush instituted a program that only benefited companies and yet overlooked many of the senior citizens. Seniors are the ones who need this insurance, not the companies. Next, I am all for the idea of providing tax credits for citizens that are approaching retirement, so they can therefore ensure that their health insurance is affordable. In the wealthiest, most powerful nation on earth, why should anyone have to choose between taking their child to the doctor or having to pay the rent? Finally, I am fully against the legalization of marijuana and feel that healthcare needs to be improved so our senior citizens can thoroughly get the right benefits that they need. Remember, I'm Hugh Jass. Couldn't ask for more. Now, I'd like to move on to discuss some important issues that have divided our country in the past few years. Let's talk about immigration. First of all, I'd like to say that we do not want a huge second-class force to take over the work area so that therefore Americans
What?
Why did you turn it on? I saw you do it. You thought you were so stupid. Next, I'd like to move on to some important issues that have seemed to divide our country within the past few years. Cut, stutter.
Doesn't matter.
In addition, I said that so weird. In addition, now I'd like to discuss some ways to improve our energy. First, we must harness natural energy sources such as the sun, ocean tides, and etc. You never heard of that? Next, I'd like to discuss gay rights. To be clear, I am fully in support for gay and lesbian families, as they are just like you and I, humans. That was weird. Is that weird? Next, I'd like to address gay rights. To be clear, I am fully in support of gay and lesbian families, as they are just like you and I and no different. I believe that love should be freely expressed, and if gay people want to have the formal bondage that marriage allows, then they should be to the environment. It is our duty that we improve these areas dramatically. Next, the illusion of this fusion is elusive. I'm gonna go crazy on this mic. My name is Too Sick.